Hello. This is the trailer for House of Gucci. This film is directed by Ridley Scott. It's based upon a book, it's got a long title, called The House of Gucci, a sensational story of murder, madness, glamour and greed. What not to like about that title? Most importantly, it stars Lady Gaga, who's playing Patrizia Reggiani, and Adam Driver, who's playing Maurizio Gucci. And it's the story of how Patrizia Reggiani essentially, allegedly, orchestrated and became convicted for the assassination of her ex-husband and the head of the Gucci fashion label. So this also stars Al Pacino. There's also Jeremy Irons in there. And from the character posters, I don't know if anyone else thought, Jeremy Irons looks remarkably like a young Martin Scorsese. Yesterday on our Instagram account, Popcorn Junkies, we posted the character posters that first came out, that were released yesterday. And we were marveling at the astonishing transformation of Jared Leto, who's been transformed into one of the Gucci's, but incredible sort of, prosthetics and makeup and wig work going on there. Al Pacino, quite a bit of prosthetics going on there. He's kind of much more svelte-like under normal circumstances. Now, Ridley Scott's been busy because, of course, we saw the trailer for his other film that's due out relatively soon, The Last Duel, also starring Adam Driver, Matt Damon and Jodie Comer. So I don't know if Adam Driver was on I've got a spare couple of weeks, Ridley, and Ridley's like, well, you wouldn't mind playing, a Gucci, would you? Now, Ridley Scott is you could argue sometimes that Ridley Scott is style over substance. He knows how to make things look brilliant. He knows how to edit stuff well. There's a sort of advertising commercial slick to him. But I've talked before how I really like his world creation. Certainly when it's sort of sci-fi, futuristic. I'm thinking specifically Blade Runner, Alien, things like that. Prometheus, those sorts of films. But this is a period piece, a bit like The Last Duel. He's clearly gone on, and he's doing Napoleon, isn't he? He's making Napoleon with Joaquin Phoenix playing Napoleon Bonaparte. And isn't there talk of Jodie Comer actually possibly playing Josephine? Anyway, so this is the trailer. It's set in 1995. It depicts the aftermath of Maurizio Gucci's murder. This is Lady Gaga's big role after she was nominated for A Star Is Born opposite Bradley Cooper. We loved that movie. I mean, we really loved that movie. And Adam Driver, again, I've heard Adam Driver come in for a bit of stick. I wasn't saying he was boring. I know a number of people said, Adam, boring? Are you joking? I'm not saying that at all. But there is a feeling in some quarters that you get the same slightly sort of impassive-faced, very sort of cool, very sort of measured performance. So it'll be interesting to see if he's the same. Fascinating to see how Jared Leto performs, where Jeremy Irons looks like a young Martin Scorsese. In many ways, Jared Leto looks like a younger Robert Duvall. They're all looking like other actors. Maybe Ridley Scott wanted all those actors and made them all look like them. I don't know. Anyway, should we check it out? This could be big. This could be big on style. It's Gucci after all. I wonder if the pressure in making something about a fashion house or relating to a fashion house means that everything is going to be Guccified. I mean, obviously there's going to be people wearing Gucci because they're the Gucci family. But I wonder whether the shots... Is it going to look like a commercial inadvertently for Gucci? Let's check it out.
It was a name that sounded so sweet, so seductive. Synonymous with worth, style, power. But their name was a curse too.
I've been a Gucci all my life.
Your name is in the history books.
Paolo, you are Gucci, you need to dress the part.
It's chic.
Gucci needs new blood. It's time to take out the trash.
They're my family.
So am I.
You picked a real firecracker.
She's a handful.
Bravo. don't consider myself to be a particularly ethical person, but I am fair.
Can we keep a secret?
Father, Son, and House of Gucci.
I am quite a reliable sort of person. Lots I liked. Lots I'm a little bit concerned about there. Jared Leto's transformation is quite something, but there was a moment there where he looked a little bit like Eddie Murphy in what was that film where he had a fat suit on? A little bit. Al Pacino looks very good. You could only see him sort of in the back of shot, but he oozes a sort of natural kind of, I don't know, Italian swagger. Lady Gaga obviously comes from an Italian family, though at times she was sounding to me a little bit like Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch, or even Florence Pugh from Black Widow. Adam Driver in there. I mean, and obviously, you know, we know the outcome of the story, so it's got to be character driven rather than did she, didn't she, will she, won't she. You know, we're going to sort of go through the slippery slope. I like the way across the trailer you saw there was the sort of front of house gloss and style and glamour versus the kind of breaking down of the intrigue and the betrayal and then the murder, essentially, as it comes. Looks great. Period pieces, it looks good. My normal nag about wigs, have they filled Lady Gaga out, do you think? Has she got a bit of prosthetics going on for the younger Patrizia? She looks menacing. I think she can do menacing very well, Lady Gaga. I don't know if anyone caught American Horror Story, where she played that ludicrously malevolent vampire. So that's good. Adam Driver, good. Al Pacino, good. Jeremy Irons, just in a reclining chair there. Didn't really see much more of him. You know, I hope there's a bit of humour in there. I'm not a big fan of these big fashion houses' fashion. So I struggle when I see lots of people wearing that sort of stuff. Because if I'm honest, I find it all Gary. You know, people go on about, oh, Gucci bag, oh, I don't know, D&G belt and Dolce & Gabbana, all that kind. I find it all a bit crass, and I find it all a bit. And obviously, that's not what this is about. It's about a story within that world. But of course, lots of people are wearing that stuff. So you know, looking at it pictorially, it's hard to see in just a trailer the style of Ridley Scott versus the style of Gucci, really. So yeah. Intrigued, I think. What do you think?
For more film and family fun, don't forget to click the subscribe button and make sure to click the bell to never miss an update.